English podcast.
From English Listening Pod.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another podcast from English Listening Pod. My name is Lucy, and I'm joined by my co-host, Ryan. We just read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and we're excited to share its big ideas in this podcast. This book is about how to achieve your goals and become successful. We'll explain each idea in simple, clear language.
Hi, dear listeners. I'm Ryan. We are so happy you are here today. I love this book because it shows that success isn't just for a few people. Anyone can learn these principles. We're going to talk about things like how to build a strong desire, how to believe in yourself, and more. We'll use examples from our lives and everyday language, so it feels like a chat between friends. Now let's dive into our first key idea, desire.
Hill says the starting point of all success is desire. It means more than just wishing for something. It's about having a strong, burning goal. You have to be very clear about what you want and act on it. For example, instead of saying, I want to travel someday, you could say, I will visit 5 countries in 2 years.
Napoleon Hill gives 6 steps to make a desire turn into reality. 1. Be very specific about what you want. Instead of, I want money, say, I want $10,000 by the end of the year. Or, I will run a marathon in 6 months.
2. Decide what you will give in return. Think about what effort or skill you'll invest. Maybe you'll work extra hours, save money, or practice daily. 3. Set a deadline for your goal. For example, I will save $10,000 by December 31st. A date makes you focus. 4. Make a plan and start immediately. Write simple steps like save $200 a week or practice guitar 15 minutes a day. Start right away, even if it's a small step.
5. Write your goal statement clearly. Example, I will save $10,000 by December 31st by saving $200 per week. Sign it or keep it somewhere as a promise to yourself. 6. Read it aloud every morning and night. Imagine already having achieved your goal. This trains your mind to believe it's possible.
Those steps really make your goal real. I remember when I wanted to learn the guitar. I wrote down I will play 3 songs in 2 months and plan to practice 20 minutes every day. I read that out loud each morning and night. In 2 months, I had learned all 3 songs. Writing it down and believing it helped me stick with it and succeed.
The next big idea is belief. Hill says if you really believe in your goal, your mind will help you achieve it. Belief means trusting yourself and your plan. One way to build belief is by positive self-talk. For example, remember that goal statement you wrote? Reading it daily is a form of self-talk. You tell yourself, I will do this. Over time, you start to feel more confident and focused.
I have an example. I was nervous about giving a presentation. I kept saying to myself, I can do this. I'm prepared. I repeated things like, I am calm and I will do well. It felt a bit strange at first, but I kept at it. When the day came, I was much calmer and it went well. Telling myself positive things really helped me believe in myself.
Exactly. It's like programming your mind. If you keep telling yourself negative things, they can become true. I used to fear public speaking and would think, I'm terrible at this. Then I started saying, I'm ready, and I will improve. Slowly, I began to believe it, and I got better at speaking. So always feed your mind positive thoughts and trust yourself.
The next idea is knowledge, specifically specialized knowledge. That means learning the exact skills or information you need for your goal. School gives general knowledge, but success often needs something specific. For example, if you want to be a chef, Take cooking classes or read recipe books. If you want to build an app, learn coding or watch tutorials online. Use books, courses, or ask someone experienced.
Right. Knowledge alone isn't enough, but it's fuel for your plans. Suppose you want to start an online store. Learn how to make your product and how to sell it online. Over time, you gather useful information. And remember, if you don't know something, find someone who does. Maybe work with a friend or mentor. Knowledge gives you the power to make smart moves toward your goal.
Now let's talk about imagination. Imagination is our mind's creative workshop. It can mix old ideas in new ways or come up with brand new ones. For example, when I planned a small party, I imagined a fairy-light theme and music inspired by parties I'd seen. That idea helped me actually organize the party.
I use imagination a lot, too. When I set up a lemonade stand in summer, I pictured it with lights and a secret recipe. I even drew it first. Imagining it made it easier to make it real. And if I face a problem like a tricky puzzle, sometimes I sleep on it. My mind often finds a solution overnight.
Exactly. Imagination is a tool. If you hit a roadblock, close your eyes and picture different solutions. Write down any ideas. Even wild ones can lead to something real. Many inventions started with someone daydreaming and then making it happen. So let your imagination run free when working toward your dream.
Next is organized planning. This means making a clear plan and taking action. If one plan doesn't work, make another. For example, if your goal is to start an online store, your plan might be research products, set up a website, create your first product, set a price, and launch. If your first marketing idea doesn't get sales, try a new way. Keep adjusting your plan as you learn. Break big goals into smaller tasks. If I wanted to write a book, I might plan to write one chapter a week. Starting right away is important. When I decided to learn Spanish, I signed up for a class that day. That first step made it real.
I did something similar with guitar. I set a goal to play a song in a month. My plan was to practice 20 minutes every day. I followed an online lesson and made a checklist of songs to learn. Checking off each practice day showed me I was moving forward. That plan helped me improve instead of giving up.
Now let's discuss decision. Hill says successful people decide quickly and stick with it. If you wait too long, you might miss chances. For example, if you hear about a scholarship that closes tomorrow, decide now whether to apply and gather your papers. If you wait, the chance could be gone.
Exactly. I wanted to join a running club last year. I thought about it for a week and almost missed the deadline. Finally, I said, just do it, and I signed up right away. I'm glad I did. Now I'm part of the club and I'm improving at running. If I had hesitated longer, I would have missed it.
Right. Once you decide, commit to it. Don't change your mind too often or worry about what everyone thinks. If a plan fails, you can adjust later, but give it a real try first. Trust your gut, make a decision, and move on.
The next idea is persistence. That means not giving up, even when things get hard. Many people quit just before success. To build persistence, have a strong reason for your goal. Stay around positive people and do something every day, even if it's small. For example, I practice guitar 20 minutes daily because I remembered why I wanted to learn. After a month, I saw big improvement.
Yes, obstacles are normal. A friend of mine applied to art school 3 times before getting in. Each time she improved her portfolio and tried again because she really wanted it. She finally succeeded because she kept at it.
Also, keep your goal in front of you. Write down why you want it and look at it often. Read inspiring stories or talk to someone who cheers you on.
Exactly. Persistence is like a muscle. It gets stronger the more you use it. Even small steps each day add up. If plan A doesn't work, try plan B, Then C, until you reach your goal. Keep pushing, and you'll get there.
Now let's talk about mastermind groups. This is like a team of friends or colleagues who help each other. You meet regularly to share ideas, plans, and encouragement. Working on your goal together can be more powerful than doing it alone.
I tried this in college. I was worried about a tough math class, so a few classmates and I formed a study group. We met twice a week and helped each other with problems. Because we shared knowledge and encouraged each other, we all did much better.
Right? Pick people who are positive and serious about their goals. For example, if you're writing a book, find another writer or a friend to share chapters and feedback. Even online groups can work if they're supportive. Hill says combining minds creates a third mind, meaning the group's ideas together can be greater than one person's. So find a few trusted people, meet regularly, and watch how you all lift each other up.
The next idea is channeling emotional energy. Hill called it sex transmutation. But let's call it using passion. When you feel strong emotions, like love, excitement, or even attraction, you have a lot of energy inside. Instead of letting it distract you, turn that energy toward your goals.
For example, once I had a big argument and felt a burst of anger. Instead of stewing, I channeled that energy into cooking dinner. I ended up making a delicious meal and felt much better. Another time, I was really excited by a new song. I used that excitement to go for a run and felt energized. When you feel passionate, use that fuel for your goal.
Exactly. Strong feelings can help you if you use them wisely. Many artists and writers use intense emotions to create their best work. So when you feel excited or upset, ask yourself, how can I use this energy? Maybe go for a workout, draw something, or work on a project. It's like putting fuel in a car. Take that emotional fuel and drive toward your dream.
The next idea is the subconscious mind. Think of it like a helper inside your head that works all the time. It takes the messages you give it and tries to make them real. If you feed it positive thoughts and clear goals, it works in your favor. If you feed it fears or doubts, it can hold you back.
For example, have you ever gone to bed thinking about a problem and then woken up with a solution? That's your subconscious at work. Or if you tell yourself, I will wake up at 6 a.m. often enough, you might actually wake up on time.
Yes. One time I couldn't solve a tricky puzzle, so I thought about it before sleeping. The next morning, I woke up with an idea that fixed it. Also, if you keep saying something positive like, I feel confident, after a while you start to feel more confident. It's like planting seeds. Plant good ideas in your mind and watch what grows. Write down or say your goals and imagine achieving them. Avoid negative thoughts. If you keep your mind on success, your subconscious will give you ideas and energy to reach it.
The final idea is fear. Hill says fear is a big enemy of success. He lists 6 basic fears that many people have. Fear of poverty, worrying about not having enough money. Fear of criticism, worrying about what others will say.
Fear of illness, worrying about getting sick or hurt. Fear of losing love, worrying you will be left alone. Fear of old age, worrying about getting older.
Fear of death, worrying about dying. These fears can hold us back if we don't manage them.
Right. The way to fight these fears is with knowledge and action. For example, if you fear poverty, learn about saving and start small. Knowledge helps you feel in control. If you fear criticism, remember that everyone hears some criticism. Focus on your supporters. Fear of illness? Take simple steps like exercising or eating healthy. That helps you feel stronger. Fear of losing love? Talk openly with friends and family about how you feel. Fear of old age? Remember, many people do great things later in life. Fear of death? Focus on living fully now instead of worrying about the end.
Fear is normal, but courage is acting despite it. Each time you face a fear, you get stronger. Even speaking up once instead of staying silent builds confidence. Don't let fear take charge of your life.
So remember, everyone has fears, but they don't have to stop you from chasing your dreams. Keep going.
We've covered a lot. Strong desire, solid belief, the right knowledge, creative imagination, good planning, quick decisions, unwavering persistence, helpful mastermind groups, channeling our emotions, trusting our subconscious, and beating fear.
It sounds like many steps, but start small. Pick one idea that stands out. Maybe write down a clear goal right now or tell yourself you can do it. Even a small action puts these ideas into motion.
We hope this podcast has given you some new insight into Think and Grow Rich. It's about thinking positively and taking action.
Now it's your turn. Try one of these principles today. Maybe share your goal with a friend or start a small plan. Leave your comments below and tell us which principle you will try first.
Thank you for listening. If you found this episode helpful, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss an episode.
Stay curious and take that first step toward your dream today.
We truly have faith in you. See you next time.
Goodbye, everyone.